Council of Advisors in Principle approves draft of Government Service Second Amendment Ordinance 2025. Council of Advisors in Principle approves draft of Government Service Second Amendment Ordinance 2025. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammed Yunus urges Japan to strengthen its partnership with Bangladesh in different key areas. Chief Advisor makes the request when Executive Senior Vice President of JICA, Miyazaki Katsura, called on him at his office. Political parties arrive at consensus on rules relating to presidential clemency and the decentralization of judiciary, says Professor Riaz. Mass killing of 6 people during July uprising, ICT to deliver indictment order on July the 14th in Chankarpur case on crimes against humanity. Security beefed up on the occasion of Holi Ashura. DMP urges all not to carry swords, firecrackers or any metals. A Kumilla court placed accused on a 3-day police remand for filming and disseminating a video of a rape incident on social media. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir urged government not to take hasty decision about telecommunications sector policy reform. Hamas hopes new ceasefire proposal will end violence. At least 118 Palestinians killed by Israelis in the last 24 hours. And in the Cup hockey tournament, Bangladesh beats host Hong Kong by 3-0. Assalamu alaikum. This is News at 10. I'm Mahmoud Ram. The headlines were from the major stories. We'll move on to details of those and others. The Advisory Council has approved in principle the draft of the Government Service Second Amendment Ordinance 2025. The approval was given during a meeting of the Advisory Council held today at the Chief Advisor's office, presided over by Professor Mohammed Yunus. The Advisory Council members and concerned secretaries were present at the meeting. Later, a press release from the Cabinet Division stated that following vetting by the Legislative and Parliamentary Affairs Division, the Government Service Second Amendment Ordinance 2025 has received final approval. The meeting also approved a proposal to sign the Joint Convention on the Safety of Spent Fuel Management and on the Safety of Radioactive Waste Management adopted by the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, on September the 5th, 1997, to ensure the safe management of nuclear fuel and radioactive waste. Additionally, the Council approved a proposal to sign the constitution of the OIC Labour Centre. The meeting also approved several observance-related proposals, including declaring December the 3rd as International and National Disability Day, replacing the earlier date of March 15th, and including it as a Category B public observance, and declaring April the 2nd World Autism Awareness Day. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammed Yunus urged Japan to further strengthen its cooperation with Bangladesh in areas such as investment, fisheries, Rohingya humanitarian response, and youth development, including education and sport. The Chief Advisor made these remarks during his meeting with the Executive Senior Vice President of Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, Miyazaki Katsura, at the State Guest House Jona in Dhaka today. Miyazaki noted that Bangladesh remains one of Japan's most important partners in Asia and reaffirmed Japan's commitment to continue supporting Bangladesh's development journey. During the meeting, the Chief Advisor highlighted the importance of the Matabari project. He emphasized Bangladesh's maritime potential. Professor Yunus also requested Japan to increase scholarships for Bangladeshi young people to study in Japan, as well as expanding opportunities for employment. The chief advisor also concerns about the situation of Rohingya refugees. Miyazaki said JICA is focusing on supporting reforms in Bangladesh's judiciary, public administration, local government and health sector as the country prepares for its graduation from LDC status in 2026. She added JICA has taken up a Bangladesh Focus project in an effort to introduce advanced ICT human resource training in collaboration with local governments, companies and universities in both countries. During the meeting, the chief advisor thanked Japan for signing the recent loan and grant agreements worth over $1 billion for economic reform, construction and human resource development, and requested an increase in Japan's annual ODA threshold from 300 billion to 450 billion Japanese yen to implement more development projects. The opening of the branch office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights, OHCHR, in Bangladesh is at initial stage. Foreign Advisor Mohammad Tawhid Hussain informed this at a briefing at the Foreign Ministry today. He said that the government will sign once the completed agreed draft is prepared after the exchange of draft is completed. Referring to the phone talk between the chief advisor and the U.S. Foreign Minister, the foreign advisor said the U.S. Foreign Minister supported the reform initiatives and talked on holding elections in the right time. Consensus has been reached among political parties regarding the provisions related to presidential pardon and the decentralization of the judiciary. National Consensus Commission NCC Vice Chairman Professor Ali Riaz said this at a press briefing at the end of a 9-day meeting of second phase between political parties and the NCC at Foreign Service Academy in the capital today. Professor Ali Riaz expressed the hope that the political consensus that has been formed regarding the amendment of Article 49 of the Constitution, based on the proposals given by the Consensus Commission, will be implemented in future through its incorporation into the Constitution. The misuse of this power has been going on for so long will come to an end. Professor Ali Riaz also informed that consensus has been reached on the establishment of a permanent bench of the High Court at the divisional level. At this time, central leaders of various political parties, including BNP, Jamaat, NCP, AB Party, Islami Andolon, and Gano Adhikar Porishad, highlighted their consent regarding consensus issues to the mass media. The hearing on charge in the Crimes Against Humanity case over the killing of 6 people during the student mass uprising on August the 5th in Dhaka's Chandkapur has concluded. The tribunal will deliver its order on July the 14th. The court granted 3-day remand for 4 individuals accused of filming and circulating video footage related to a rape incident of a woman in the district's Muradnagar Upazila. Senior Judicial Magistrate of the Cognizance Court 11 passed the order today. Earlier on Tuesday, Muradnagar police had sought a 7-day remand for the accused. The 4 accused, Shumon, Ramzan, Muhammad Arif and Muhammad Onik, are residents of Bahechor Pachkitta village in Muradnagar. Of them, Shub Band Organization Chhatra League's Ramchandrapur South Union Unit in Muradnagar, said locals. Meanwhile, Fajr Ali, who was arrested in connection with the rape case, is currently undergoing treatment under police custody at Kumilla Medical College Hospital. There is no security threat centering Ashura, and all necessary safety measures have been taken, according to Dhaka Metropolitan Police DMP Acting Commissioner Mohammad Sarwar. He made the remarks during a press briefing today after visiting the Hussaini Dalambara in Lalbagh, Dhaka on the occasion of the holy day of Ashura. The DMP Acting Commissioner stated that security arrangements have been put in place at all Shia religious establishments across Dhaka city. Checkposts have been reinforced in different areas. He said that on the 10th of Muharram, all routes where Tazia processions will be held throughout the day are being closely monitored with adequate security arrangements in place. This includes CCTV cameras and watchtowers to ensure public safety. To minimize public inconvenience, he urged residents to avoid those roads. Mohammed Sarwar further mentioned that firecrackers and fireworks will not be allowed in the premises. The public is also advised that carrying metal or flammable objects is also prohibited. In addition, the MP has urged public to avoid loud noises and ensure that Tazia processions conclude before evening. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has urged not to take hasty decisions regarding the formulation of new policies for reforming the telecommunications sector and called for stakeholder involvement in the process. He made the call during an emergency press conference at the party chairperson's office this afternoon. Mirza Fakhrul stated that the objectives of the new telecom policy, such as simplifying the licensing process, encouraging technological advancement and increasing digital inclusion among rural populations, are certainly positive. However, he noted that the draft policy contains several aspects that could hinder equitable and sustainable development within the telecom sector. Therefore, BNP, with a constructive mindset, is pointing out the potential weaknesses and ambiguities in the draft, as well as concerns that it may disproportionately favour large mobile operators. He added that this could harm small and medium enterprises and local entrepreneurs. Australian High Commissioner to Bangladesh paid a courtesy call on BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir in Dhaka today. During the meeting, BNP Standing Committee members Amir Khosru Mahmood Chaudhry and Dr. Abdul Moin Khan, among others, were present. After the meeting, Amir Khosru Mahmood Chaudhry briefed newsmen. He said during the meeting, different bilateral issues on mutual interest between Bangladesh and Australia, including the next general elections, were discussed. The Army headquarters has said that if any members of the Army are found to be involved in enforced disappearance cases, action will be taken against them. Colonel Staff of Military Operations Directorate, Colonel Mohammed Shafiqul Islam, said this at a press briefing at Dhaka Cantonment Officers Mess A today. He noted that the Army members who are engaged with various agencies are not directly under control of the Army. Replying to a query on law and order situation during election, Colonel Mohammed Shafiqul Islam said that the Army has not got any instruction yet from the Election Commission regarding elections. Executive Chairman of the Bangladesh Investment Development Authority, BIA, Chaudhry Ashik Mahmood bin Harun, said the National Semiconductor Task Force has identified a roadmap with 3 priority areas for the development of the semiconductor industry. The 3 priority areas are skills development, business environment, and policy support and global linkages and collaborations. Ashik Chaudhry, also the convener of the task force, said this while briefing a press conference at the Foreign Service Academy in the capital today. Head of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Department of Bangladesh University of Engineering and Technology, UAT, Professor Dr. ABM Harun Rashid, CEO of Ulgatami, Mohammad Inayat Rahman, and Professor Syed Mahfuzul Aziz also spoke on the occasion. Among others, Chief Advisor's Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam and Business Development Head of BIDA, Nahian Rahman Ruchi, were present. Ashik Chaudhry said the task force assessed Bangladesh's ability to compete in different stages of the semiconductor value chain and recommended that the country prioritize chip design and testing and packaging in the short to medium term.
টার্ম এবং মিডিয়াম টার্মে বাংলাদেশকে দেখছি যে ডিজাইন থেকে তারা আমরা গ্র্যাজুয়েট করে ডিজাইনে আরো এক্সপ্যান্ড করব, একই সাথে আমরা প্যাকেজিং এবং অ্যাসেম্বলি সাইডেও চলে যাব। এই সাজেশনগুলোকে প্রাইমারিলি 3টা ভাগে ভাগ করা যায়। প্রথমটা হচ্ছে স্কিল ডেভেলপমেন্ট, যারা আসলে ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে কাজ করবে তাদের স্কিল ডেভেলপমেন্ট করার জন্য আমরা কিভাবে আসলে একটা ফ্রেমওয়ার্ক দাঁড় করাতে পারি। দ্বিতীয়টা হচ্ছে বিজনেস এনভায়রনমেন্ট এন্ড পলিসি সাপোর্ট, সরকার থেকে আসলে কি পলিসিগত চেঞ্জ করা লাগবে বা ইনফ্রাস্ট্রাকচারাল সাপোর্ট দেওয়া লাগবে যাতে ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে যদি কোনো জায়গায় ফান্ডিং শর্টেজ থাকে ফর এক্সাম্পল, সেই জায়গাগুলোতে সরকার কিভাবে ইন্টারভিন করতে পারে। শেষটা হচ্ছে গ্লোবাল লিঙ্কেজ অ্যান্ড কোলাবোরেশন, আসলে সেমিকন্ডাক্টর ইন্ডাস্ট্রিটা গ্লোবালি অনেক বড় হয়ে গেছে অলরেডি। আসলে তো এটা গ্লোবাল বিজনেস, আপনি দেশে বসে দেশে সার্ভ করলে হবে না, আপনাকে বাইরের কাস্টমারকে সার্ভ করার চেষ্টা করতে হবে। তো সেই জায়গায় আসলে তাদের সাথে আমরা কিভাবে করতে পারি,
বাংলাদেশের আমাদের বেস্ট ফ্যাকাল্টি মেম্বার, ইউএস এর বেস্ট ফ্যাকাল্টি মেম্বার, ইন্ডাস্ট্রি মেম্বার আসবে, এসে ইন্ডাস্ট্রি স্ট্যান্ডার্ড ট্রেনিং দিবে। এবং সেখানে যেমন ধরেন 12 সপ্তাহ হয়তো ডিএফটি, ডিজাইন ফর টেস্টিং, 12 সপ্তাহ হয়তো ভেরিফিকেশন, 12 সপ্তাহ হয়তো ফিজিক্যাল ডিজাইন, এগুলোর উপর কোর্স থাকবে। এগুলো কমপ্লিট করার পর অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমরা একটা পুল অফ ইঞ্জিনিয়ার পাবো। দে উইল বি রেডি টু জয়েন ইন ইন্ডাস্ট্রি বোথ লোকালি অ্যান্ড গ্লোবালি। স্কিল ম্যান পাওয়ার হচ্ছে সেই সেক্টরের সবচেয়ে বড় সমস্যা। এটা শুধু আমাদের দেশে না, ইউএসএ, ইন্ডিয়া, সব জায়গায় সেটা আমরা কভার করবো।
গভর্নমেন্ট টু গভর্নমেন্ট কোলাবোরেশনের মাধ্যমে একটা কি দুটা জয়েন্ট ভেঞ্চার ডিল আমরা ল্যান্ড করতে চাই, এবং এটা it will unlock our potentials enormously. আমি যদি enough qualified skilled engineers তৈরি করতে পারি, there will be opportunities for them to work in Malaysia and other countries. So আমরা উপকৃত হব কিভাবে? আমাদের স্কিল বেস বাড়বে, এটা ন্যাশনাল স্কিল বেস বাড়বে, আমাদের কর্মসংস্থান হবে, আমাদের ফরেন কারেন্সি আর্নিং হবে।
বাংলাদেশের যেটা সবচেয়ে বড় অ্যাডভান্টেজ সেটা হলো যে আমাদের পপুলেশন ডিভিডেন্ড অ্যান্ড উই হ্যাভ সাচ এ হিউজ ইয়াঙ্গার পপুলেশন। তাদেরকে যদি প্রপারলি এডুকেট, ডিফারেন্ট উইথ গার্মেন্ট ইন্ডাস্ট্রি, দিস ইজ এ হাই স্কিল লেবার, হাই পেইং জব। দিস ব্রিংস নলেজ, ইট ব্রিংস টেকনোলজি, অ্যান্ড দিস ইজ দ্য ফিউচার। আপনার এআই বলেন, মেশিন লার্নিং বলেন, এভরিথিং নিডস চিপস। অ্যান্ড আমাদের চিপের নলেজ যত তাড়াতাড়ি আসা সম্ভব, ইটস আর মাল্টিপল থিংস।
The foundational period of New Bangladesh is the days of June, July and August of last year. This defining moment, which changed the course of Bangladesh's political landscape, has made a place in people's hearts as 36th of July. These glorious days, marked by immense sacrifice and unparalleled courage, hold immense significance for the people of this land. The quota reform movement gained further movement on 3rd of July, spreading wider days. Students extended their road blockades in various parts of the country, with protests growing more organized and widespread. A massive protest march began from the Dhaka University campus. The rally reached Shahbag, where students blocked the roads for nearly an hour and a half. Besides Dhaka University, students from several nearby institutions also joined the demonstration. Comparing it to the 2018 quota movement, Rifat Rashid, a coordinator of the anti-discrimination student movement, wrote on Facebook that this time the response has been much greater. Another coordinator, Mahin Chorkar, emphasized the importance of online campaigning and urged Dhaka University students to promote banners from their respective dormitories on Facebook. Students from 6 universities across the country joined the movement on the same day. In Mymensingh, students of Bangladesh Agricultural University blocked a railway track. Jahangirnagar University students staged a blockade on the Dhaka-Arisha highway, while students of Chittagong University took to the Chattogram-Khagrachuri highway. Borishal University students blocked the Borishal-Kuaka highway, and students from Jagannath University obstructed traffic at the Tanti Bazar intersection in Old Dhaka. The movement also drew support from the opposition parties. BNP's media cell posted messages backing the protests. Since the beginning, the government led by Sheikh Hasina attempted to label the student movement as opposition-backed. In response, Abdul Hannan Masood shared a photocard from Shomoy television screen showing Obaidul Qadir's speech and written, "Don't tag this movement, labeling won't help you suppress it." The protest events were marked by artistic expression, creativity and a sense of youthful exuberance. Filled with rhythm, rebellion and a yearning for change, the demonstrations reflected passionate spirit. On now to international news.